Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Literature with NL. I am Dr. M. Naglakshmi. This is the final video on Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy. I have uploaded 3 videos on Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy. In the first video, I have given a brief introduction of Dryden and then an overview of Essay of Dramatic Poesy. In the second video, I have given a detailed analysis of Eugenius and Crater's views. And the third video, I have given a detailed analysis of Lycidius and Neander's views. Now, this is the final video on Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy. Here, we are going to see Dryden's view on Shakespeare and Ben Jonson. Let's see Dryden's view on Shakespeare. Dryden on Shakespeare. He was the man of all modern and perhaps ancient poets. When he refers Shakespeare. When he describes anything, you more than see it, you feel it too. He was naturally learned, and he needed not the spectacles of books to read nature. He looked inwards and found her there. I cannot say he is everywhere alike where he saw. I should do him injury to compare him with the greatest of mankind. He is many times flat, insipid, his comic wit degenerating into clenches, but he is always great. When some great occasion is presented to him, no man can say he ever had a fit subject for his wit, and did not then raise himself as high above the rest of poets. So, with the words of Dryden on Shakespeare, we come to know that Shakespeare was the man of all modern and ancient poets. When Shakespeare describes something or anything, we can see it and also we can feel it, according to Dryden. Shakespeare is naturally learned. If he wants to write about nature, he doesn't need any books to read about nature. When he looked inward, he could find nature within himself. He is everywhere same, right? He is everywhere same, which means any themes, if he wants to write, or any genre like play or poem, sonnet, they can do. What he says, I cannot say he is everywhere alike where he saw. I should do him injury to compare him with the greatest of mankind. So he tries to compare with greatest of mankind. And he agrees Shakespeare many times flat, insipid, weak, and his comic wit degenerate into clenches. Sometimes when you see his comedies for lookless people, whatever it is, according to Dryden, he is always great. Because when some great occasion is presented to him, we cannot deny that no man can say he ever had a fit subject for his wit. He can write anything. So, if you present a situation or occasion in front of him, he can find a fit subject to write on it. So these are the views of Dryden on Shakespeare. And he talks about Ben Jonson also. So let's see Dryden on Ben Jonson. Most learned and judicious writer which any theatre ever had. He was a most severe judge of himself as well as others. He invades authors like a monarch, and what would be theft in other poets is only victory in him. If there was any fault in his language, it was that he weaved it too closely and laboriously in his comedies, especially he did a little too much Romanize our tongue, leaving the words which he translated almost as much Latin as he found them. If I would compare him with Shakespeare, I must acknowledge him the most correct poet, but Shakespeare the greater wit. Shakespeare was the Homer or father of dramatic poets. Jonson was the Virgil, the pattern of elaborate writing. I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. So here Dryden talks about Ben Jonson. He agrees Ben Jonson, a learned and judicious writer. Even the other critics in this essay, though the critics did not accept moderns, they accepted Ben Jonson because Ben Jonson followed all the rules laid by the ancients, the unities, unity of time, unity of place, unity of action. So, and he was the most severe judge of himself, not only himself as well as others. And when you see any fault in his language, it's because he used Latin more because of that. And Dryden says he can compare Jonson with Shakespeare. And he acknowledges Jonson as the most correct poet. And he says Shakespeare the greater wit. So he gives equal weightage to Jonson as well as Shakespeare. And Shakespeare was the Homer or father of dramatic poets. Dryden says Shakespeare was the Homer or father of dramatic poets, and Jonson was the Virgil, the pattern of elaborate writing. And at the end he says, I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. So Dryden admires Ben Jonson, but he loves Shakespeare. So there is a possibility of question. They can give the phrase, I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. Who says this? You have to write Dryden. Or sometimes they may ask, I admire him, but I love Shakespeare, said by Dryden. They may give underline, right? Him. Him refers to, you have to write Ben Jonson. Okay. So, with this, I conclude this video. Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy. மொத்தமா இதுக்கு introduction and part 2, part 3 and this is the conclusion video, 4 video. இதனாலையும் கண்டினியூஸாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you will get a complete idea of Dryden's an essay of dramatic poesy. I think இந்த 4 வீடியோவும் பார்க்குறப்போ உங்களுக்கு கம்ப்ளீட்டாக பிஜிடிஆர்பி எக்ஸாமுக்கு பேஸ் பண்ணி எந்த மாதிரி கொஷின்ஸ் வரலாம் அப்படின்றதையும் இதில் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருக்கிறதுனால உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கிளியர் ஐடியா கிடைக்கும். உங்களுக்கு இதில் ஏதாவது புரியல இல்லை எதுக்காவது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் தேவைப்படுது அப்படின்னு நினச்சிங்கன்னா நீங்கள் கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸில் போடலாம். ஓகே, இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள். ஓகே, உங்கள் கமெண்ட்ஸை கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸில் போடுங்க. ஸோ தட் I can upload number of videos based on your taste. Thank you.